You might think the weirdest thing about living in Malaysia is the food, the big cities, or even the humidity that feels like you're swimming in the Olympics like Michael Phelps. But no, it's none of that. The weirdest thing about living in Malaysia is that no one outside of Asia seems to know anything about it. When I tell people at home that I live in Malaysia, the response always goes one of three ways. Where is that? Isn't that just a jungle? Or my personal favorite is, do they still live in huts? And the answer is no, unless you count luxury condos as huts. In this video, we're going to talk about Malaysia and not the Malaysia you know from an outdated BBC article from 1997. We're going to talk about what's happening now, the real Malaysia. Because if you actually came to visit here, you'd realize that it's nothing like you think. Here's the thing. If you're from the West, Malaysia doesn't even register on your mental map. People know Bali, people know Thailand. They might just about know Vietnam if they've watched some war movies. But Malaysia is a total blind spot. And if they do have an image of it, it's totally wrong. They tend to think poor, underdeveloped, probably no Wi-Fi. Meanwhile, I'm sitting in KL right now with much faster Wi-Fi, 5G, way better than what I had at home. Okay, so what it's actually like. Number one, the infrastructure is really developed. The motorways, the highways as they're called, are better than anything we have in Ireland, way better. They're actually the best roads I've ever seen. You'll see some insane spaghetti roads all looped in together, highways going everywhere. I've never seen anything like it. The train actually works. It makes Ireland look like we're using steam engines. The best malls I've ever seen have been in Malaysia. I think you'd be surprised. You have malls here the size of airports, with every store you can think of under the sun. You can get anything here. Malaysia's food is maybe the most underrated in the world. It competes with Thailand, and I would say that the diversity, the amount of food that's on offer is unmatched anywhere. You can have nasi lemak for breakfast, Indian banana leaf for lunch, and then satay, whatever you want for dinner. It never gets boring. The food here is incredible, and I would say it's my favorite food scene in the world. Not only do you get the best food, the best conveniences, luxury living, but it's all at a fraction of the price of what you pay for your shoebox at home in Blackpool. The cost of living still seems reasonable and realistic. If you want, you can get the condo, the security, the pool, the gym, everything just to make that lifestyle upgrade. My lifestyle here is so much better. Even if the costs were the same, I would choose Malaysia every time. People say to me sometimes, oh, if you had the money, you'd just be living in Dublin, you wouldn't live in Asia. But they've totally missed the point. If all things were equal and the costs were the same, my quality of life is still 10 times better in Malaysia than at home in Ireland. So I will choose Malaysia no matter what the cost. It's just an added bonus that it's 3 times less than what I would have to pay at home. The funny thing is, Malaysia is not a third world country like everyone thinks. It's a first world country in disguise as an up-and-coming country. So why does no one know this? Why is it just some random YouTuber online saying this? Well, for me, a big point is Malaysia's not as noisy as other countries. The Malaysian people, for one, are more laid back, they're more chilled. They don't need to be the center of attention, and I like that. Thailand is big on marketing. Thailand's marketing team did an incredible job, so much so that everyone just went there. Vietnam now is making a lot of noise in the marketing the government are pushing. That's great, it's good for the country, but Malaysia doesn't feel the need to do that. Vietnam has TikTokers riding scooters around the place. Bali has dancers singing Kumbaya on the beach and whatnot. Malaysia just get on with it, do their own thing. They don't need to show off. They don't like the hype. They don't want drama. And I think that's why the Western media really hasn't caught up with them. Instead, sometimes still you'll see some travel warnings, the occasional political story, but you won't see what life is really like. You won't see all the families at the malls. You won't see people eating at Mamex until 3 a.m. in the morning. And you won't hear about all the locals that just drive to another city to go for breakfast and immediately come back when it's finished. Some people at home even say to me, "Is Malaysia dangerous?" Bro, I feel safer walking around KL at night than I do during the day in Dublin. In Dublin, you can be guaranteed to be confronted by a junkie. So far in Malaysia, thankfully, no one has harassed me or come near me, and I really appreciate it. And you know what? That's part of the magic. While everyone's going to Bali, everyone now is talking about moving to Da Nang in Vietnam. Malaysia just sits there quietly, does its thing. It's fantastic. It means there's less over-tourism, there's less chaos, there's more space for you to actually enjoy your life here. It's funny, while everyone goes to all the popular places, they seem to miss really the best places that you could possibly live. So there's a lovely opportunity now for anyone curious about Malaysia to come over and see what it's really like, and I have no doubt in my mind that you're going to love it. And the best part about Malaysia is it always surprises you. There's a bit of everything for everyone. I could have said that way better, but you know what I mean. Depending on your personality, you're going to be able to find a place that you love. 1 minute you're in the biggest mall you've ever seen next to skyscrapers. 2 minutes down the road, you can go and eat the best meal in your life that was made in a wok that's older than you. One day you're in Penang eating the world famous samosas on the side of the road. The next you could be in a pristine beach all alone that looks like it's from that Windows 95 screensaver. Malaysia has something for everyone, and it's like a little buffet. You can pick and choose what suits you. So yeah, why does this even matter? Why am I saying this? Why should you listen to just some random guy on YouTube? Well, here's the thing. Many of us want to live abroad, and it's very hard to get the right information. The crowds always go to the same place, so you really have totally biased info on certain places and then maybe no information on some places you should definitely consider. So for me, Malaysia deserves way more credit than it gets. It's not the chaotic, sometimes overwhelming nature of Vietnam. It's not the party hotspot of Thailand. It's definitely not anything like Bali. And even though I love Cambodia, for a lot of people, Cambodia is still a bit of the Wild West. So it's way more polished than Cambodia. But as you know, I'm a big fan of Cambodia. It's got the best of everything. The Western convenience. It's a mix of East and Western cultures, developed enough to suit most people, but also has that energy of Southeast Asia that makes it fun, makes it interesting. Obviously, the food. I never feel bored in Malaysia. I always wake up excited in Malaysia. So yeah, that's it. Malaysia is definitely not what the media show you at home. It's probably not what your friends think about it. When I first started telling people, they really thought that I was going to live in a jungle. And it couldn't be further from the truth. It's way better than everyone thinks. It's totally underrated. And it might be my favorite country in the world. There's a few I really love, and Malaysia is definitely one of them. No brainer. So yeah, if you're looking to move to Malaysia, check out the Move to Malaysia starter pack. I put everything that I learned in my few years now accumulative here. And yeah, everything you need to know is in there. Check out the Move to Asia blueprint if you want the full course on moving to Asia. Full detail, everything in detail that I learned, all my mistakes, everything you need to know is in there. And also, get the free Move to Asia cheat sheet in the box below. Quick overview of all the countries in Asia. Check it out, see which one suits you. That's it, guys. You know me. Malaysia is really... I think you'd be surprised if you gave it a chance. It's one of the best countries in the world, without a shadow of a doubt. I'll see you in the next one. Oh no, wait. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. I need all the help I can get here. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, the back. The back is gone.